And we're back, party people.
Hello there.
Hello. We'll be doing a watch along tonight. This is one of our what we're calling watch along classics. We're doing the 13th Warrior, the first movie Antonio Banderas was in. As always, I'll lead us in. My name is Jake. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
And I am Nick.
I'm Scott.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Leon. And tonight we'll be doing the 13th Warrior. So I will explain how you get all synced up, this audio track with the movie. So what you'll do is you'll pause this audio track when prompted. Then there'll be, we'll do a countdown. You pause this audio track when prompted. Then you'll play the movie. Right at about the 10-second mark, when the, I want to say, Touchstone logo fades, you'll then start this audio track and you should be all synced up. So again, at the 10-second mark, when the Touchstone
Sure.
logo,
Touchstone.
whatever the logo fades, right at about the 10-second mark, you'll unpause this audio track and you'll be all synced up.
Good enough.
So go ahead and pause this audio track in 3, 2, 1, pause. We're back. Touchstone Pictures.
Yeah,
See, I knew it was Touchstone.
Right. Good job,
Yeah,
Jake.
this ain't my first time.
You did it, Nick.
Good job, Nick. Now start.
Wanda. It's so realistic.
Well, this movie was filmed in 1999. And just as a heads up, I've read the book, so I may bring that up a couple more times as we watch this.
I read a book one time, guys.
I read a bunch of books.
They made a book after the movie?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just like say that every time we do it. Nobody's ever called me on it before.
Yeah, I read the book of Eight-Legged Freaks. It was great. I loved it.
It's the screen adaptation, but it's still good.
It's always a woman.
Couldn't be Antonio Banderas. That does not look like Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, the lady would never pass for Antonio Banderas. That's for sure.
Look at his eyeliner.
It's called Guy Liner.
Look at his eyeliner.
Call us barbarians.
Boogers.
It probably means something different in this language.
It doesn't look like a very big force.
And it doesn't take very many people if they're armed and killers, and you're not killers.
Why did we bring so many goddamn camels?
You can literally be like 3 people. You can kill a lot of motherfuckers.
This is getting the water.
A boat, a boat.
It's a long ship.
Take that, Tartars.
What about the Vikings?
Despite your delicious sauce, I hate you.
Right. They got like one thing going for them. They're pretty dangerous. We'll just say.
Tartar sauce?
No.
Only sometimes.
Tartar sauce is dangerous sometimes?
No, Vikings.
Oh.
Sometimes they want to trade rather than fight.
Which seems strange. It's probably just to see what you got. And then they're like, all right, time to Viking.
It's fucking fight time.
Time to go fight.
It was based on the book.
Shit, I should have played that out farther.
Yeah, you should have totally played that out. You
Yeah,
had
a
me.
great book. It's about bunnies fighting each other.
Right.
It's a big war.
Over tartar sauce.
You wouldn't think a book with Battleship in the title would be about talking rabbits.
Watership, and not battleship.
I'm not, okay, I'm just going to fess up. I don't read books. I just keep saying that.
I know of books.
Right? I saw some books once.
People talk to me about them sometimes, and
Well, it turns out most people don't read. So,
you've been passive for decades at least.
Fuck is he saying?
they're speaking
Greek.
Arabic. I
No.
almost said Muslim.
Literally just said he was speaking Greek.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
There we are again.
That's because it was like the big trade language during this time period.
I like your own dice thing, by the way. Is that a bigger dice than when you brought camping?
Yeah. My camping dice was like, used to be a Vegas legal die.
Oh, that's funny.
I bought it from the casino.
No, we have a couple of great.
Project.
We're talking about Nick's dice.
Oh, this little contraption.
Yeah, it's bigger than what we took camping. And I was complimenting him on his size of his dice.
That
That
was
is
not
a
mine.
nice size dice. You can
Yeah.
you literally hold it
Big old handful.
with one hand.
Why are we here? Wow. Rated R.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I was going to say that.
Continue.
What is this music?
It's vaguely ethnic.
Yeah. Evan here, I think he's one of my favorite fictional characters. How he picks up the language and stuff so quick.
My mother was a saint.
He rides horse, but like differently than they do and stuff. And it's like he proves himself in this like foreign culture. It's kind of cool. I really like it.
He sleeps with a woman. He fancies up his own sword.
He gets drunk for the first time because it's made of honey.
Wait, she voluntarily just decided to go with their king?
She knows she's getting herself into it, I assume.
She might have been voluntold.
What a gold digger.
She probably just jumped off the other side and came back around. You're not going to waste a fine woman like that.
Hi, I'm Lucinda. I am my other sister's identical twin.
Oh, my dad died? Oh no.
Oh, yeah, oh, jeez.
Oh, my sister already sacrificed herself? Oh, okay.
That sucks. Man, I wish I could have been on that boat.
He's just like Captain Hook.
He's pretty fancy.
Starts doing a Captain Jack impersonation. Oh, so you haven't heard of me. But it's Antonio Banderas. I don't think we've ever watched this with subtitles before. So
Not with the subtitles. I can't even remember the last time we watched the rated R version, too.
Yeah.
This is like the director's cut.
So we never knew they were speaking Greek back and forth.
It's true.
And that's the middle ground language that they both know is Greek.
It was the trade language during this time. If you traded with anyone, you generally spoke Greek.
Oh, this is one of the worst things I've ever seen in a
No.
movie. Oh my
You
god.
think that's like the dad from Braveheart? You saw he was missing his hand?
I don't even like watching this right now. Oh
Why'd you rub it in your
my
eyes?
god. No, I don't know. Tell me when it's over, please. Oh my
Don't
god.
look, it's not over yet.
I don't want to see these people doing this shit for themselves.
They're Vikings.
I think it's over. It's over. It's over.
Okay, you can look again.
They're no longer snotting each other's faces.
The best part is that the Vikings were actually considered relatively clean and hygienic
know.
for Europe at the
I
time.
heard that
know.
bathe once a week and brush their hair.
Yeah.
And the
They were
women were
considered like pomps. They were like fancy boys who tried to like impress women with their cleanliness.
Oh no, they didn't try to. They did.
That's how they
Well,
impressed women.
but to other people's, they did solely because they're interested in women.
Yeah.
It's a okay. yeah, okay, they were.
Yeah. They did. Or what you have, what they can get, and if they can't, what they can take.
I admire that. There's a certain simple charm to it.
Yeah, sans rape. That's actually a great lifestyle.
Well, I mean, it was a simpler time.
Much simpler time.
This pisses me off to no end. It's all just a bunch of old people telling these guys what they gotta do. How about you go, old lady?
That's something I like. I'll be unfortunate, or not even fortunate. I meant to say YouTube, and people will be like, "I can't wait for this fight to happen. This fight to happen." And it'll be like an old ass woman. It's like Kathleen, are you gonna be out there fucking on the field? You will not survive a single winter's night. You will die. Stop volunteering other people for death. You
Yeah,
crazy.
other people's children.
Karen, it's your turn to go fight.
No, it's. I hate it.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Fucking old people.
Boomers are the worst.
Yeah. Especially Viking boomers.
No.
That's-
Snot on each other's faces. Bathing once a week. Ew.
Look at him, he's learning.
No, he's not. He's just questioning what the fuck they're doing.
He's learning.
That guy's got a cute brain.
Yeah, these people are super cute. It's not even
This actually reminds me a lot of like a Space Wolves. Where they're doing each other's hair and they're all in
Oh,
braids with
yeah.
beads and shit.
lots of hairspray.
Yeah, look at how nicely done up they are. They call it lacquer, but we know what the fuck it
No,
is.
lacquer hairspray is literally
Yeah, just spray on lacquer.
Yes, it's literally lacquer in a can. Spray lacquer.
Why does he speak different?
I don't know.
My island. You need a young foreigner. Look how dark that piece is. Did you see his name?
Barely we've. And then they point to
You're
the old
green,
guy.
right?
Well, that was quick. The 13th Warrior part, I mean. How'd it get so cold?
Because it's cold.
You get enough Norwegian people together.
The snow just follows him. So there's that son of joke, huh?
Fuck you, Greek man.
But this is way outside of his scope of work. He's like a diplomat.
I'm not sure why he was sent north, because he was in love with...
Because he slept with someone important's wife. And it was leave or die.
Huh. He's learning
Exile
again.
or
He's
death.
learning.
Here we go. Chattering in native language. At least they seem like a happy bunch.
Because they're all drunk.
How much alcohol could you even bring with you?
How much mead?
Well, mead's not very alcoholic.
Oh, they have such low calorie diets.
Oh,
They
you think of just
probably-
a couple of drinks and it hits you
Yeah.
hard?
Like the meat is probably responsible for a significant amount of their calories.
Yeah. All right.
Also,
That's
it's more sanitary than their water was.
No, that's why they drink.
I've read the Iliad.
Have you, Jake? Can you even read?
But they sanitize water with wine in them.
Why is he all sweaty all of a sudden? Okay. I didn't realize it was raining. I thought he
Well,
was
he's
just
probably
like,
learned what they're saying.
he's like learning that hard.
No, he's a sweaty boy. He's all greasy and shit.
It's that overcoat or whatever. He's wearing like 10 layers.
Greasy boy. Remember one time I was telling Jake I found this new singer. He was kind of weird and goofy or whatever. And for whatever reason, he assumed I was talking about the Island Boys. You guys know who that is at all? And it wasn't the Island Boys, so I'm talking about this guy, and Jake keeps going, Island Boy! And I'm like, okay.
He didn't know who the Island Boys were.
I don't know who the Island Boys are.
How many anyone knows who these guys are?
I don't know. That says a lot about you, though.
I know, I don't even like music.
You know about the Island Boys.
I do know about the Island Boys. They're freestyle rappers from Florida, but they call themselves the Island Boys, even though they live on a peninsula.
Peninsula Boys.
Right. And actually, that flow's pretty good.
I should start paying. Because we don't know about the peninsula. So we need to go on something Peninsula Boys.
Are you landlocked?
And then some guy on an island be like, Landlocked Boys. And you complete the circle.
I learned it from watching you.
You see, he was learning.
That's why he's so greasy.
I'm telling you, that's why he was all sweaty.
I get greasy when I learn stuff too.
Greasy boy. Hey, that was the whatever noise from that Primal Rage game. I was right about that time too. 99, so I guess a couple years after.
I was
Primal
watching
Rage was like 6th grade, 7th grade.
Yeah, that's Super Nintendo.
Okay. 6th
I
grade,
still
7th
might-
grade, what's that, 94? It's like 3, 4, 5 years before this? That's I'd say that's about the same time.
Hey, you're dating yourself. Are you really that old? Jesus.
I'm literally the youngest one in the room.
There was a...
That is not
Other than
that
me
true
and
at all.
Nick
Yes.
and Carl over there.
Half of the
He's
people in
being
this
weirdly
room are
quiet.
younger than you.
Over half.
I wouldn't say.
At least.
Scott's like 50, so.
Fuck you, Jack!
Nikki, stay out of this.
Scott's bad.
Just because you're a big Scott fan.
Why does everybody always walk into his horse?
Oh no, I just put my face into your horse's butt. Ooh. It's like a Viking
Your
insult.
horse is so pretty. Ooh.
Oh no, I have shit on my face now. Oh.
Look at that horse. It took off.
He just rides away. It's in the movie.
And he's gone. You know what? Fuck these guys.
Yeah. Making fun of my horse. I'm out. Yeah.
That's pretty hard to do on a horse.
Parkour!
Fuck that horse up.
Parkour! Parkour!
Parkour!
What's horse parkour called? Parkour.
It's just parkour.
Yeah.
For horses.
That guy had, he took getting like mud and maybe shit on his face pretty well. That was nice. Oh, keep in mind, other horses are on this boat as well.
But they're under the tarps.
So, like, I don't think of the horses, what they're thinking, where they're going for right now.
You gotta hobble them.
The horses can think they're probably thinking, I hope they don't get lost and eat us.
Why would you wait till tomorrow? So you like a day? So nice.
I don't know. What did he give to him and say eat?
Soup?
Soup?
That's
That's
why it
not
was-
a meal.
That's why it was hot.
Soup is a meal, even though technically it's a liquid because any solid suspended within a liquid is itself a liquid. You
Is it
drink-
liquid? I don't know if that's right.
No, no. Any solid suspended within a liquid it's a liquid.
You just said it's a solid suspended within a liquid.
Yeah. But the total substance
Oh, the
is
total
itself-
sum or whatever.
is itself a liquid.
Alright.
You drink
Because it's
soup.
suspended in the liquid?
You drink soup. Yes. You can't eat the soup. Why is Antonio crouching behind that other kid like that? That's a little weird.
So why were they yelling for Odin?
I think they were just calling out so the echo let them know where Lang was. I think that's what that was.
And then he drew a Jesus fish.
Yes. Well, Jesus actually is a prophet in the Muslim religion. Funny enough. They don't think he was the Messiah. They just think he was a prophet. And funny enough, you know who was obviously not the Jewish Messiah? Jesus.
Jesus.
So all we know is Christians are wrong.
Christians are the worst.
Well,
Those 7-day evangelists, I swear to God.
What? How can he not lift that sword?
It's kind of a pussy.
That big of a vagina?
Well, that's his thing. He's all palm. Weren't they saying that the whole time?
Arabs had some like vicious swords.
Some of them.
I think he was supposed to be more like almost like a poet.
Yeah,
He was
a
a
writer,
learned
diplomat,
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even still, the Viking style of sword is very balanced towards the hilt. It's remarkably nimble, and it weighs like 3 pounds, 4 pounds.
What? Poppycock.
4
The
pounds.
swords are actually way lighter than this.
Yeah.
I got a couple of swords.
If a sword feels overly heavy, it's poorly balanced. It's
I
bad.
bet you their swords are very poorly balanced.
No, see, I was going to actually say, I was going the other way. The cheap swords you buy at like Renfest and shit, those are heavier and less well made than actual swords.
Yeah.
So you don't actually really understand.
I have a couple of real ones. This little gladius right here for sure.
Some yes, are
It
probably
actually
way
feels
better
pretty
stuff.
good.
Yes. Like you would literally you can fuck someone
Let
up.
me see that sword. I've only had a little bit to drink.
Well, yeah, hold the handle. Grab it by the blade.
It's like a gladiator sword. Is that why it's called a gladius?
It's a legit battle-ready sword.
It's not a gladius. It's like it's Greek, not Roman. See how it curves in and then back out? It's a very
Oh, this
lead
is
style
Ultramarine
recurve.
U, right?
For
I
hacking
think
people.
this is an ultramarine sword.
What?
Has Ultramarine U? Do you see it on the hilt?
No, man.
Ultramarines.
Could be.
Is that was that included you, or is that just coincidental?
No, no, it was included with the blade shape. That blade shape
Blade shape.
is very Greek. The Romans,
I've been
the
called a lot of
gladius
things. And very Greek is one of them.
was very straight on the sides, and then like
I do a
kind
lot
of
of
got
Greek
fat.
things.
We all know about your Greek goings-ons.
I'm a big bathhouse
Actually,
guy.
when you stab, just a big wound that was hard to heal and stitch back together.
It's for chopping.
Yeah, that would recurve blade, very much for chopping.
Why is he so sweaty?
Well, I mean, water is just pouring through the ceiling.
Ooh. Yeah.
I like that suit armor.
Fine man.
I like that suit armor for sure.
They talking about trolls?
Fire snakes?
The accents are a little confusing to me. Because these don't sound like Scandinavian accents. It's just random Englishmen pretending to be Scandinavian.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see when we get to the end. We'll look at the credits. We'll see how many Bajorks we have.
Oh, yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to tell pretty easily. It was like, where were we watching that? Something that was animated. Or the
Sven.
Disney thing.
How many Svens?
Oh, the Peter Pan one.
How many Thorsons?
Yeah, there'll be weird dots above the U's and shit.
Odensons?
How about just quit screaming at it?
Kill him!
Reminds me of the Riddler Media thing where the woman's like flipping out and a guy runs into her and just starts shaking her violently. He's like,
Why are you flipping
yeah, stop it, why are you flipping out? And they're like, leave her alone, stop touching her.
I need an adult!
The Predator's there.
You start hearing that weird predator noise.
Gigantic pussy.
Oh, that's what he's hand signed?
No, do you remember that? That's a joke in
Yes, we all
As big
know.
as a house.
yeah.
Pussy as big as a house.
I wish I had a
joke
small
is-
pussy too.
The joke is the predator doesn't know what these words means. He's randomly, apparently, choosing various, lines to repeat.
Right.
He doesn't understand the meaning, so all of a sudden he's just walking around and be like, giant pussy, giant pussy. Anytime, giant pussy.
Anytime. Big as a house.
Stuff will make you a sexual tyrannosaur.
Put your goddamn F words. Not saying that one.
Nope,
Friends?
nope.
Bunch of goddamn friends. I love you so much. Says Jesse, the mind or Republican governor of Minnesota.
It was a simpler time.
It really was. It's like they had only had so many celebrities and the Republicans. Like, oh, Reagan celebrity.
The throat coat.
Well, I'm just saying, basically, it was before Trump. The celebrity
That's
president.
pretty fresh.
The second one.
The Predator was here.
Right?
So many trophies. I want him to start vomiting.
So bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want him to start vomiting. Ugh. I had to wait like one time 6 hours to bury my cat after it died. Oh my god.
Was that bad?
It was that bad.
It happens quick.
Yes. Like,
That's why you have to clean animals so quickly after you kill them. It's the stomach. All that shit starts rotting away inside of you. Easy there, M. Night.
No, don't.
Who?
People who don't want to waste good food.
Wendigo. Oh, poop! It's poop shaped like a lady.
I still don't understand what that was.
It was
It's like a little figurine. Of
yeah, it's a
goddess.
pregnancy idol. It's a big pregnant lady.
It's all tits and ass and gut.
All right. I'm warm for that form. Those thighs don't lie.
Fertility goddess.
Yeah, I think that's like the first idol they ever found or something like that.
What?
Like in real life. Like,
No.
It's super old.
No.
Yeah, it's like that's what cavemen used to worship. It was like the
Fertility.
mother god or something
Yeah.
like that.
The big fat pregnant lady, yeah. Because it meant like she was more likely to give healthy children. And that's ultimately what mattered at that time. It mattered a lot of times. We changed it.
I guess I don't remember this movie at all.
I haven't seen it for a long time.
Literally, the only part that I remember was him learning how to speak another language.
No,
in
yeah.
a
I've
couple
heard you make a
hours.
dozen references to this movie.
Oh, the honey, the
honey one,
Oh,
the
yeah.
honey
the
deer.
little brother thing.
There, yeah, you just may not realize you're referencing 13th Warrior, but you
It's so deeply ingrained in
Yeah.
every aspect of my life that
Unironically African.
That's why we brought you in, Nick. We thought this would be the perfect movie for you.
He's Nick right now.
Nick is Viking.
That isn't that. You told me that Nick was Scandinavian for Viking.
I believe Nick is Scandinavian for Viking. I think it means. Well, I'm not exactly sure
It means something, all right.
how to translate it into English.
Yeah, it's hard to translate to English.
Yeah, people aren't even bothering anymore. We just don't try. I like the part it's yeah, where they're like digging in and like building trenches and shit. And one of them's throwing dirt at the other, and they're like, "Okay, time to kill each other."
All right, it's decapitation.
Yeah.
I love the British accents these Scandinavians have.
A movie with these production values and set in a similar time, but it's about the Wendigo, the Canadian, like, crazy
Ravenous?
Yeti.
No,
it's
the
like a
Banderas.
Yeti. It's like a Yeti with horns or some shit. It's crazy.
Wendigo. It's
Yeah,
the
Wendigo.
Yeah.
I call it Wendigo.
Native Americans believed in that.
It's when you
Yeah.
eat people. You get the taste for people. You become the monster.
Haven't you ever seen the movie Ravenous?
I have not.
I've seen parts, but that's maybe
Ravenous is one of my favorite movies ever.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh my god.
The one where the guy goes crazy, eating people, eating like he goes cannibal and like slowly goes nuts.
What?
Can you put it on there so we'll look it up after the movie's over?
Sure. If it is, that movie was good.
It's probably top 20 or maybe top 30 movies. Yeah, probably top 30 for sure. Ravenous.
2017 or 1999?
99. Yep, that's it.
I've seen it. Wasn't the biggest fan. I think it's a good movie, but it wasn't. If I remember right, it was my personal taste at the time, at least. But I think other people should definitely watch it. So we'll check it out, 100%. There's a lot of good things.
Most definitely a very, very well done movie.
Yeah, it's been a long time favorite of yours. You just don't remember them talking about it.
Constantly. Like the 13th Warrior, and he's like, I don't remember anything about this movie. It's like when you talk about it all the time.
You don't ever remember me talking about Ravenous?
I don't.
He was licking me!
I've heard you say that before.
It's
But
your
without
experience.
context,
Yeah.
that's just you talking.
I figured you didn't need context.
What the fuck?
Where he was licking me.
Oh, yeah, right? Context. Here we go. He's all sweaty again. I'm telling you, it's all those layers.
So they're all aware that something is amiss.
No, they're watching the people sneak out. That guy's not even lying down. He's just like hiding in the corner.
Nice. Very soon you will be.
That's a good line.
See, he's learning to fight right now.
He's like watching him so hard he's sweating. Like, okay, here we go.
The language of fighting.
Look at how thick that sword is. That's a thick one.
Yeah. Well, you like him thick.
You know it's not going to break. Yeah, they come for the heads. This fight's a little hard to follow, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a lot dark and
It's a lot of that guy's back.
a lot dark.
It didn't seem like there was very many of them.
The only problem I ever have with this movie is how they're like, there's no bodies. It's like that. Come on, that takes a very like special level of logistics.
Well, they
to
just have a
remove
couple extra guys carrying everybody like their corpse patrol.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. That's just bullshit. But, like I get it. It's funny. It makes them more mysterious. But that's solely that's movie magic basically. Where there's so much of the rest of the movie, you can kind of hand wave it as not just movie magic. It's just like, okay, he learned that language. He's incredibly smart. He's a very intelligent human being. He's given all these other things. Like, so much of it could be hand waved. But they always run away with all their dead.
They carry the dead with them.
Yeah, that's so stupid. I don't love that. If anything, maybe they should have been like scarred up and twisted, so they had like really, really bad facial scars to the point, like ritualistically.
Yeah, I get what you said.
They
Piercings and scars. And
yeah,
they look like demon faces or something.
Yeah, so even when you found their dead bodies, you'd be like kind of creeped out by it, rather than their dead bodies just disappear because of magic. I fucking hate that so much.
We have fences to build?
Well, it's probably taken from the script as opposed to what he actually said.
Or does
It sounded like he said defenses, but it said fences.
Well, in your old age, I'm sure you don't hear very well.
Well, I heard exactly what he said. I was the one that said what he said.
exactly what they said.
Don't tell me!
Back in my day.
Subtitles used to. Oh wait, this movie is from back in that day.
Yeah,
That was the whole point.
Yes.
They're digging a ditch. First rule of building fortification.
Yeah, trenches and blockade, barricades, whatever. Stop.
Palisades.
Yeah, choke points.
Yeah, walls.
What did you say though? Specifically say it louder.
Palisades?
Palisades is what they're building.
Yeah.
Not very good ones.
Oh, this is my own piss.
Yeah. You know how these people are.
Snot and shitting in their own piss.
In each other's.
Metal work.
Sometimes being Norwegian or Scandinavian is it's a bit rough when you're watching stuff like this. Gonna have to take that shit on the chin.
Well, if only they weren't so racist. It would definitely make it a lot easier. Bajur. That thing had a knife.
Damn it. Hey, that is the guy, Jake.
I keep saying that. It's my island.
No. The guy from Braveheart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes. All these guys are from Braveheart.
No, but that's the guy from Braveheart.
The redheaded one?
Yeah.
Not even this movie, that's a like low key implied that these two want to fuck each other. You know what I mean? Like this kind of sexual right here.
Oh yeah, she's talking about the fire.
She's figuring his face.
She's dragging.
Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, you make lady noises."
Look at how much bigger she is than him. They don't have men like you or I come from.
She's so pretty.
Okay.
Okay.
Ouch.
No, that's him. He just like goes like, "Oh, okay," and then just walks away. Like he's not picking up on anything. She's like,
Right. She
kind of
keeps
like
waving him over behind the hut. Over here behind the yurt.
I want me some Middle Eastern babies. Come on, motherfucker. Oh, he's autistic. Derek Warrior. He is not tough us. He is. What we
Look at how curly they make his hair.
It's a digging scene.
Here you go. That senior I was bringing up, Scott.
Damn Scott. You dig like a dog. He's even kind of nice at first. Sexist.
This old woman.
He refers to himself as an old woman.
Yeah,
It's probably not the best thing to do.
It's probably a cultural thing. Goddamn. Bajor.
It's like maybe you might call yourself a motherfucker.
Oh, alright. I'm that motherfucker.
I'm that motherfucker. You ain't that motherfucker. I'm that old woman. You ain't that old woman.
You ain't that old woman.
You ain't that old woman. How he could have just like killed him right there.
Yeah, you could have killed him a couple of times.
Yeah.
You gotta go through the ritual. There are
Well,
rules to this kind of shit for settling disputes.
thing is, it's not fair because
Because one's trying to kill and the other one's not.
Yep. This always broke me a bit wrong.
You can't. I can't do what the fuck I want. Look at how crappy their shields are.
What's so crappy about it?
Well, it only takes one hit from a sword to cut them in half. How's that for a start? Wouldn't it be better just to have two swords? Well, I mean, you know their swords can take more than one block.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe.
Yeah, everybody hates that stupid cat.
An actual Viking shield would be tougher than that.
You'd think so. It's maybe these are just special shields for their little game.
There's a movie magic. It's not how it works.
It was a ruse.
Even if they had to use like apple crates and stuff, I would have liked if they had really, really enforced he was the smallest guy. The 13th warrior, he was like a, a diplomat, a poet, a learned man. But
It's
then
weird that
also
they
he's-
call him the 13th warrior too, because one of them's a little boy. The little blonde boy comes with him. He's one of the 13. That little boy's more badass than Antonio Banderas.
You don't even want to know how many guys that kid's killed.
Yeah, it's like a Space Marine story where he's already a proven warrior at 12. And then they also, get to be the leader of a Space Marine chapter.
There you go.
I recognize that guy.
Braveheart?
No, not Braveheart. Oh, that other guy's from a movie. I don't know what it is though.
They're all for movies. The 13th
No.
warrior?
What's the 13th warrior?
This is 13th warrior? Oh, this
We're
wasn't the
watching?
movie I was talking about.
Oh shit, I think he just mistakenly picked the wrong movie.
What was I thinking of? Oh, 2016 Ghostbusters.
Get out of my house, Ghost!
That movie made me laugh at one point.
It did.
Well,
5
maybe-
minutes in, and then you left the room.
Yeah, the Ghostbusters, the 2016 Ghostbusters.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We had a
Terrible.
running gag where we watched really bad movies, and as soon as you laughed, you get to get up and leave. Jake laughed 5 minutes in the movie, and I sat there for an hour and a half by myself watching this fucking movie until I laughed, and then I got to turn it off.
It was bad. Well, the part that actually made me laugh.
Mine was the one of the Ghostbusters was about to head to in a room filled with mannequins. And she goes, "Room full of nightmares." Nope. And just walked past the room, and I was ah, and that was it.
I don't think I laughed during that movie. It was awful.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was a good movie.
No.
But it still made me laugh. Leslie Jones, the black lady.
But to be
She
fair,
was the highlight of the movie.
it's a comedy. It's supposed to make you laugh more than once.
Yeah, absolutely, yes. But
I've laughed at a lot of movies that weren't comedies more than once. So.
I was still very surprised because a lot of people were so fucking down on that movie, especially Leslie Jones and her. But she was the fucking best character in that goddamn movie.
Yeah.
And like, come on, don't do that. Don't be that guy. She was cool.
No, let the little child die.
He can get it.
What is that stupid kid doing out there anyways?
He's running away from his village that's just been raped and murdered.
Eden.
Oh, in Eden.
She's running from him.
She's like, no! And impale his horse. Dig it.
It took him all that time.
No, each one is carrying 3 torches. It's a trick. That's the thing armies used to do, by the way.
But where would they keep the third one?
You would just have them kind of long and spread out, and then kind of
Tuck one in your belt?
no. On your hands, each of them, all 3, and then like spread out.
Make like a Y. You
Yeah.
can hold it with 2 hands.
And then your enemy would flip out because they think there's going to be 2 to 3 times as many people actually.
Look at that one with his torch in his belt. It's ballsy.
He's burning his own face and hair. That's amazing. I don't know if it's literally 3, but I'm saying multiple torches. I want to I'm doubling back on that one.
Let me just
But-
back cut a little bit.
Yeah,
Double
that
down,
please.
Potentially
Double
three.
down.
No, but
9 torches
4?
apiece.
Yeah.
18,000 torches, 1 in the mouth, both hands, 2 apiece,
He's got so many torches in his pants.
1 in the dick. Dick torch.
Right in the dick hole.
No, it's called sounding. That's where that came from.
What? I
Sounding.
don't want to know.
It's where you put things up your pee hole.
I said I didn't want to know.
Urethra.
Frottage.
I've
What?
You know what? I'll save it for after the fight.
You have a certain collection of things that
The little hammers and. It's just guys on horses throwing torches.
now I'm sure someone went out there and grabbed that guy's body, right?
They will before the end. There's like a second wave body snatchers. They're the ones that take the heads too.
How a majority of your army would be required to just pick up the dead people.
You're probably not too far off.
That's why they're such an inefficient fighting force. Fucking idiots.
That's why they gotta rely on all these gimmicks and shit. Look at how bad they are at throwing spears.
Rawr, I'm a bear.
He was my favorite. Not face tattoos.
Factus, as we call them.
What happened to that one?
Wait, what happened?
He was attacked by a bear. Right in the ass!
Also, there's some people attacking them. And bears are also there.
There's a bear for some reason.
Yeah.
I can't
There's
stress
no way
enough
these people could have picked
how
up
much
all
I'm
their
liking
gas.
this guava nectar stuff. This stuff is great. I think I'm going to put it in all the drinks. Huh?
Pretty tasty.
It's a solid addition.
It's got a little bite.
It's an Arizona thing. We add guava nectar to everything.
Everything.
Everything. All of a sudden he learned how to fight.
He just stopped being scared of him because he found out he was just a man.
If he was part of the court, he would have been trained to use a sword.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the implication, right? When he started waving it around. And,
Well, I think he can use the scimitar that he has made right now, but the other sword, the broadsword, was too heavy and too unwieldy for him
Yeah,
because he's a vagina.
that's Hollywood getting it wrong.
because he's a slight man. Arrgh. And this guy, who's dressed like the gladiator.
Just knock the horse out.
Ow! Stop it!
Yeah, you fucking bastard!
Ah!
It hurts.
See, I would have stabbed 18 different people once. Not one guy 18 times, but you do you, army of stupid people.
Well, they're like cavemen.
Literally, cavemen, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they're using the those throwing spear things. I forget what they're called. Spear
Throwing
chuckers?
spear things.
No, it's like a handle, and you put the spear on it, and you.
Well, yeah.
I forget what they're called though.
It increases your distance like a
Yeah.
huge amount.
Spear chuckers.
That's but he's not too far off. It's something like that.
But it's Australian. And
It's
And they
Australian.
go-
It's Norwegian. Or
no, but I think I kind of remember it being Australian, like Aboriginal.
oh, okay.
Design.
I don't know where it came from. I thought it was more of a European.
I wasn't
caveman
being.
thing.
I don't know. I was joking. I might be wrong, but that's kind of where I think it. Oh no, Greece maybe used it. There's different cultures, but the word we use for that I think is maybe Aboriginal.
It's spiritual. No, wait.
It's not our fault that Australians are horribly bigoted. Whatever.
Hey, I didn't write Black Panther.
Who did? No.
I'm a victim of it just like everybody else.
Rip Boswick Chaswick.
Why would you
Chaswick
just let him?
Boseman?
What?
Boseman. Chaswick.
Chaswick Bosman Ludwig? I'm that guy. No, that's us. It's us who died. No
He
one
really,
likes that.
he really pulled off that suit, huh?
Nah, I would have liked to see him do another Black Panther movie at least.
He didn't do Chan?
Nope, only at the one.
Oh, he was Black Panther and something else, though, right?
Avengers, Endgame and stuff.
Civil War.
Civil War, yeah. He had multiple
I think Civil War is
opportunities,
when he first showed up.
but
What the hell is he even doing?
another movie would have been nice.
Praying to God, it looks like.
You know, I have not seen him pray to Mecca once this entire.
It was a similar time. This is pre 9/11.
It doesn't even matter.
Well, it kind of does. Because you could just throw the word Muslim around and not have to do anything with it. Like back in the day. Like it was like, you know,
Yeah, like
culturally
1400s.
no,
You're
like
good?
pre 9/11. What do you mean they were just men the whole time?
What?
Yeah,
Let's
but
get pissed.
he put his mouth on it, and you seen what these people do?
Oh, I know. Each other's boogers. Literally.
Oh. I bet that tastes so bad.
No, no.
Meat is delicious.
I've only tried it a couple times. I didn't like it.
I don't put my mouth on anything those people touch.
That's a well-seasoned horn, if you know what I mean. Healthy once over by that crazy guy. And he's like the third or fourth guy. It's his friend's thing.
It's actually Sven's
It's
cod
his friend's
piece.
thing.
Well, because his friend was drinking out of it earlier, the big one that died.
He wears it in the bedroom too.
Around his dick.
That was the joke.
I know, I'm not on the hang. That's,
Just putting it out there. Just saying what everybody's thinking.
not letting that dick hang.
How
Going home. I'm sorry, what?
Some hand holding, how lewd.
Well,
For
it's
a,
about to be, yeah. There you
for
go.
a Mormon, yeah. That's
For
what
a
it is,
Muslim.
right? Oh, Muslim. I thought it was a Mormon. Shit. I've been watching this whole movie.
Right? Oh, fuck. We gotta watch this all over again.
Yeah.
Now that I know he's Muslim.
Like, where's this magic underwear?
Look, I found one. Look at they definitely dyed that dog red. Did you see that? It was like his eyes and mouth were black and the rest of him was red. I bet they bleached him and fucking painted him red for the movie. Where are you gonna find a big red dog like that?
Like Rusty? Like Rusty, the red
No,
dog?
it was more like Clifford.
Okay. I didn't see it. Remember the TV? Your TV
No, I'm not,
color?
no, they painted the shit out of that dog.
Okay.
If anything, you would see it better because it's fucked
That's
up.
funny.
You could see where the paint was.
Yeah.
I'll go find another crone.
Yeah, another old bitch that's gonna
Jesus,
tell
I
him what
forgot
to
you
do.
were fucking here, Nick.
Speak up.
Everyone's mad at that age.
Blue Life. That's an interesting name. If you're just like some crazy ass bitch, you can like say stuff like this and people bring you food and like you're fired for you. Otherwise, you're just dead. So it's like, might as well try, I guess, right?
It should be like Robin Hood. He's the one that kills me.
Oh, that'd be a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, that definitely. That's what we were debating. It was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, or
The Tonka.
yeah, Dances with Wolves. Then we were gonna try another on-screen watch along. Except this time I want to do it with the lights on, and I have an idea to put like a second track, like a music track underneath it,
Alright.
to try to throw it off a little bit, like quiet in the background.
Put pieces of tape from side to side across the screen. So
See,
the
I don't know,
images are
because I can
right
put the BP logo over it, all washed out like I did before, and I thought that looked great, and I think that throws it off. The last time it was seen, it was the audio. But I think there's really something there. If we can get that to work,
Yes.
you know, I think there's really something there.
And then I fun to watch movies with other people.
Yes. Like I said, Nick, after we're done here, I'll show you the Postman one. It was the first one we ever did.
Pretty solid.
It's only 9 minutes long, but it's pretty good.
It got ripped apart.
Yeah, YouTube
Like
just
censors.
cut like 3 hours out of the middle of it. Like, no joke. But it's still pretty funny. And it'll give you a good idea of what we were trying to do originally. Now we're just doing the audio tracks because it's easier, but I want to get back to it. You'll see. You'll see when we're done. They should at least get a couple guys from the village to come with them, right? Knock that number back up to 13. Backfill. See, look at that dog. That dog's painted as shit. I like these two because each one's like got a different armor set. He's like a pikeman, like a English pikeman. The big guy that died earlier was like
he
a
looks like a
gladiator.
conquistador.
Yeah,
Yeah, one
that
of them
helmet
looks
is
like a-
very Spanish.
Like I said, each one's got like their own little
But I
theme.
mean, Spain had a big ass navy at that time, and they would have encountered the Vikings and traded with them. been
Or got
raided
killed by them.
Yeah.
The Santa Claus. Some sort of cave. That looks like a horrible place to set up your village.
Yeah, right next to a torrential.
Yeah, as soon as
fucking-
it rains, it's going to flood the whole valley.
Oh man, this flood destroyed our village. What are we
Again.
gonna do? Well, we're gonna rebuild.
We're going to have to eat more people. The one red-headed guy. I can't
Why did they
believe
kill
they're
him?
getting away with it. They probably did. I'm sure you put a couple blades to him after he knocked out.
And they're in.
All they would really have to do is start a fire at the front of the cave, right?
Burn the bridge?
No, just start a fire in the cave, and all the smoke will fill the cave, and everyone will die.
It depends. If it goes through, if there's an exit anywhere, if another
If it's a
to
negative
let air out, then they'd probably be alright.
if it's a negative air pressure cave, then it would suck in. If it was a positive air pressure cave, like it would have water coming out of it. Then
Which
it
this
would,
does.
yeah, it would push the smoke out.
I like how the necessary knowledge to determine the reality of the situation is in the room. No.
It's just it's such a weird subset, you know. Like,
Nothing. Look up the whole movie, by the way.
right. But when it comes through,
Yeah. Do Muslims speak Arabic? Oh, they do.
oh,
Some.
some do.
Oh, I'm sure some. At least.
Look at all those blonde guys. And that one dark-haired one.
Like, none of them should have hair anymore.
They're just so greasy.
No, it's more likely to catch fire.
Not that kind of grease.
Pro tip, hold torches above your head. You don't want to be in any way have fire in your own eye line if it's on the end of a stick. If you hold it above your head, you can see really,
You all
really
illuminate the
far.
area around you.
And you can see really, really far.
Yeah.
Where if it's in your own eye line, you're blinding yourself with your own flame, and you can see 10 to 30 feet.
Am I the only one getting very cornate vibes here?
Skulls for the skull throne.
Blood
This is
for
a
the
corn
blood.
cult.
I need 1,000 skulls. It seems like, because they're cannibals, right? You're gonna eat all the head meat, but that's like the least meaty part. You take the body and the head,
The jaws are like, cheeks are some of the best meat.
but there's not a whole lot there, as opposed to somebody's thigh or something.
It's also the brain. Get all those prions. Mmm.
I'm not a big head cheese guy.
Would that even stay on us?
He should have used the stalagmite, not the stalactite.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, I'm all wet. You know how I do in the water. Oh my god. No, it wouldn't. How could you tie it? Where'd they get rope? What is happening?
Well, you always got to bring the fucking rope.
Right? Why do you have a lot of rope? I kept it under my skirt.
Aren't you always supposed to bring rope and a hand towel?
Rope and a towel? I've never heard the rope one before. Maybe it's like a Boondock Saints thing, but a towel is Hitchhiker's Guide. Or I guess Towley from South Park.
Yeah, fuck South Park.
We've probably got 20 good seasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would go that far. I like too much of this shit.
Well, you guys would.
Being so much younger than you, yes. Yes, we probably would.
Suck it, old man. We like South Park.
Hardcore.
Parkour.
They got more rope? Alright.
They're lousy with rope.
So much rope. Hey, brought more rope. Oh, yeah, we all have rope. Stop it, Dave. Jeez.
What, I mean, why do you start doing this? Like, how far are you into the cave and you're like, alright, we're gonna spelunk up to that waterfall, and then we're gonna jump across?
It seems like you would just take the already available paths, and if there was no longer available paths, you'd be like, well, that means they have not gone any lower than this.
Yeah, they don't go this way much.
They looked over the edge and they saw a bunch of people camped out on the path and like, well, if we cut our way through these guys, the guys from above will be alerted.
Alright.
And so they won't come in this way then. That was like 10 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago.
We were probably talking about
South Park.
South Park, yeah. South Park, pregnancy idols, the use.
Why do they all have knives in their mouth?
Because they're going to sneak up here and stab a bunch of bitches in the back. They need hands to swim.
Yeah, I like how they're still fully armored and shit, too. Look at this guy. Shing! It made that noise when he pulled it out of his mouth.
Well,
Well, this looks like the upper echelon of these crazy cave people. Yes.
the slow wink.
Do it now! Here's one fatal flaw to your cave setup. There's a lot of narrow passages.
Yeah, that choke point. They can hold that for a while.
It smells fantastic in there, I bet.
Notice it's not very smoky.
He recognizes those faces.
Hey, wasn't that the king?
That was
His
old
buddy.
guy that took like 7 spears.
Come at me, throne.
Just chop her head off.
You know what he does?
I don't know. She's got her little claw thingy.
But she just dipped in poison.
Yeah, right? He's got a sword. I'm like poking at him. I only have 3 feet of reach more than you.
Come on, Lieutenant Dan.
Ooh.
Alright. He does kind of look like Lieutenant Dan. Gary Sneaks.
Do Forrest Gump next.
Before he lost his legs.
You got magic legs.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Lieutenant Dan, you got yourself a ride through the mail? And he's like, no, Forrest, I met her legitimately in the bar, you prick. Because he showed up with an Asian woman. And Forrest is a racist.
She's my lift. Well, he only knows him from the war, and you know how that goes.
She really put up with someone like you, Lieutenant Dan? Forrest, what the hell do you think is wrong with me?
Imagine all the cave runoff.
Oh, yeah, so much poop and, like, caveman pee.
Yeah, caveman.
All this piss right off the ledge.
Well, and the rotting flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine what cannibal shits is like.
Oh, that's extra bad.
Did you say what does it taste like?
Yes.
No!
Oh.
I said a man.
That's exactly what it is.
That's what I said.
Oh, this cannibal shit is terrible.
It's not like
Oh.
we're going to have a recording of it, and we can just go back and check. Why do I keep tasting it?
I mean, okay. Bye.
Right. I don't really know you well anyway, so, just the Spaniard. I don't know who that is. See, I don't know.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a hole that's about 4 inches across. Oh, man, we're not getting out of there. Shit, we're so super dead.
Time to go diving and hope it leads out.
Or 6 in when the man in front of you just starts kicking you in the face, and you realize he's trying to swim backwards. You're like, oh no! Oh, you know that's the word surf. He's
Yeah, it picks it
yeah,
up quick.
Man,
Did he spend some time on a boat?
I guess, but like shit.
But I mean, surf's like his breaking on the shore. No, I'm underwater. What the fuck?
I have salt water in my lungs.
Oh, it's so salty.
And lungy. Bam! Into here. Right out of the
No, feces.
This is like one of my nightmares right here.
What, spelunking?
Yeah,
in water?
swimming, cave swimming.
Yeah.
This is how people die.
Oh.
Yeah, easily.
Both Kelsey Grammer's brothers died in deep sea cave diving accidents.
Why would you do that?
Both of them?
No. Why would the other one do it if the first one died?
Gambler's fallacy.
What?
Couldn't have it twice.
It could happen twice. It's so rare. It's so rare. It's so rare. It could happen twice. Gambler's fallacy.
It's not that rare.
It's rare for somebody to die of it. It's not rare for cave divers to die of it.
Oh, no, yeah. Cave divers die super frequently.
Yeah, the
But
chance for you to
statistically, broadly, most people are cave divers.
Yeah. Chances are you're not going to die in a cave. You're going to die blindly swimming through a cave. Cave divers on the other end, yeah, that's how they're going to die. I can't believe that worked.
I just really don't like
Whatever that means.
Skinstein.
Right? What the fuck?
Who's
Has to do with
Skinstein?
how they weave things, and basically the thread of your fate has already been weaved.
We love
It
talking
ends when it ends.
threads.
That doesn't even make sense.
They didn't have a word for right.
What if they didn't do well?
The poet.
Is this going to end with him like reading the story to his kids as an old man?
Probably. I'm going to come up with the greatest poem ever told about a Viking that died in battle.
Is that a reference?
No, there's literally hundreds of thousands of Vikings that probably died in battle.
So
Somehow,
that is a reference.
All right, this tracks.
No. Fog.
Fog sounds a lot different up north, dude.
The subtitle had horn blaring and the word fog in
In the same
bold
parentheses,
text.
yeah. What's the square one called?
I don't know.
Chamberlains?
That's yeah.
Something like that.
Something
I'm
sounding
not an
vaguely
English doctor,
racist.
but yeah. Something like that. Brackets?
Yeah. Less racist sounding. There you go.
Bracchetta?
Get it's Italian for cheese.
My island? Oh, they hate the rain. Bears really hate the rain.
Any place this cold, everybody hates the rain.
Right?
I'm just getting here. It's like and run inside. It takes the weird brown people who are in Scandinavia to endure the cold weather.
Why did he have that stuff already?
They took it all off when they went swimming.
Alright.
left it behind in the cave.
Oh, here you go. I'll take off your shoes.
There we go.
Where's this carpet?
There's no carpet.
Is that part of the
Sacrifices are made, Jake.
right?
So is he speaking Arabic right now, or is he speaking
He's speaking their language
sweet? Why?
because they don't understand Arabic.
So, but why? He's talking to his God. Why would he speak?
Because it's
Why would
rude,
he speak
Scandinavian.
at all?
because it's rude to speak a language that other people don't know around.
But it's
you.
not
I guess
for-
what you mean because it's an internal monologue. Maybe he shouldn't have.
It should be an internal monologue. If you're talking to God, you don't need to say it out loud.
Right?
Right?
I get your point. I get your point in hindsight.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
why would he be speaking their language?
No,
He
but
doesn't
again-
intend. No, I'm talking to Nick, but he doesn't
Oh,
intend
okay.
anyone to hear it.
Because
Like
it's-
this is for him and
because
God.
because his culture would consider it rude, and he would just court the etiquette.
He's a
So
scholar.
he's just him talking to his God.
Yes, he would either not speak or he would speak a language they know.
Doesn't it start with? It starts with him talking, right? He's the narrator at the beginning.
Yeah,
Why did they just do that again? Where he's just sitting there, and then it's like him narrating. See, look at that dog.
No, even though we hear him in English, we know maybe he's internally he's saying
In his
own
native language.
Yeah. But I also like Nick's thing. Like he's just that much of a diplomat.
The children need God too.
Vigo looks pretty rough.
Right. That Mortensen.
And the dyed red dog.
Here we go.
Someone kill that damn dog.
Yeah, the dog lived.
Oh, that'd be hilarious to have that movie you just see in the background.
Vigo the Carpathian.
Fuck yeah. It reminds me of It reminds me of God, what was it? Willow, the skull-faced dude.
Okay.
Like how he was such a central figure.
The Ravagers?
It sounded like he said sexual figures.
Central.
Yeah, he was great. I loved him as a kid.
maybe I don't know.
Especially, I thought he was so badass.
And not denying he was sexual, but it's saying central.
That's the way to be.
Reavers.
Yeah,
Boy, speak up, motherfuckers.
that's Serenity. They're talking about Willow.
I am talking about Willow. Reavers.
Reavers
What
from
the
Willow.
fuck is Reavers and Willow? Is that from a TV show?
It's from the movie. The
Who's the
Reavers were the
Reavers?
guys that wore the skull masks.
There's only one guy who wore a skull mask.
All of the Reavers wore masks.
I don't remember that.
Challenge.
I think you're real.
Oh my god, Reavers from Willow.
Literally what you're supposed to be doing, Dan.
This is you. I'm too interested in this movie right now.
I'm too
Enthralled.
I'm invested.
I'm invested.
Leave that poor horse alone. They did not even put up the
Reavers
walls or
all have
anything
skull
this time?
masks.
For the Bone Reavers.
Oh, Bone Reavers.
Oh, is that what you meant? You should have said it then.
Oh, because that would have cleared it up for you.
I still
But
don't
the only
remember
guy who
that.
has a bone mask is the leader.
It's not true at all.
That I remember.
I've only seen the first half of it a couple of times since I was a kid.
18 times.
Well, twice.
Damn it, Leon.
Yeah, because I only fell for it twice. I do like their style, how they just like everybody rides by and hits once, you know.
And then someone came by and picked that guy's body up and left. Now keep in mind, if at any point you kill someone who's picking up a body, that means now 2 people need to run in and pick those bodies up. If you kill one of them, that now means that 3 people need to run in. You know, it's like, it's so stupid.
Well, we've actually seen that when they encounter proper resistance, they kill enough that they can't get off the blocks.
There's a bone reader,
Yeah, I don't care. I'm watching the movie.
I'm just saying,
in
there's
the
like
movie.
6 of them right there that all have different masks on, and they're all
Are they
skulls.
skull masks?
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll concede, but no one ever remembered those people.
I don't remember him. I remember the sexy leader.
The guy?
Yeah. She was,
Oh,
a,
yeah.
she was a witch, right?
No, I meant the
Leader.
leader of the Bone Reavers.
That was a guy.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, motherfucker, if you knew so much, why are you asking me questions like, weren't they Reavers? Just say, they're actually Bone Reavers.
The Bone Reavers. all wear
Don't
masks.
fucking refer to my knowledge of the subject. Just say what you know.
I didn't know. I didn't know if they were. I didn't know what their name was.
You,
Well, the
I mean,
Reavers.
man, you sure got that shit right. Time after time, like you were like super right. It's like you seem to really know ahead of time.
I didn't know what it was. I even asked Nick. I was torn between 3 different things.
What
And
was
I
the
said it
other
was
two?
Reavers, and I looked it up, and it wasn't Reavers, it was Bone Reavers.
What were the
So
other
I
two?
was still wrong. And you were obviously wrong about them not wearing masks.
I remember the main guy because no one
Okay.
else really matters.
Okay.
All right, I just thought of one. So you know he says to draw my story or whatever, and then the 13th Warrior paints the painting from Ghostbusters 2.
Oh.
Vigo the Carpathian or whatever it's called.
Okay.
Just people mistranslating things as it goes down through history. You do the name wrong.
His name's Vigo. And he's the second signature on the bottom. And people got it all backwards.
Eben Vigo, Eben.
Look at how white his shirt is. That doesn't seem right.
Medieval bleach.
What do you
Mostly
think they used
piss.
back in the day? Piss?
Mostly piss.
Mostly piss. Yak piss or whatever. Same stuff they put on wounds.
Probably.
This stuff's amazing.
It's so moist.
You got an upset stomach here, try this.
What is it? A little snot, some yak piss.
Right? It's everybody's.
This is a really cool looking language.
I like all the dots.
I like all the weird, like, underscore.
The swirls.
Yeah.
Even.
Oh shit, fade to black?
Should have been Starlight.
Censor swipe.
Alright.
Short credits too. I like the beginning. That 10 seconds and you're in it. Boom.
Alright, Jake, favorite part?
Probably the part where they kill that old woman.
Okay.
How about you, Dave?
We watched this specifically
Woody.
for you.
Right after he learns their language and responds to the shit talk.
Yeah.
A pig-eating son of a whore.
Alright. My mother's a saint. Well, I mean, you asked. What's yours? What's your favorite? Put up or shut up, huh? Was it everything you hoped it would be?
Everything and more.
Now that we've gone back 20 years later,
the whole movie is gold. I don't know. I can't pick a specific.
I love it all too much. What do you got?
My favorite part, again, the language learning part.
Okay.
I love that part of the movie. It kind of shows his how different he is, but it's also capable and good.
It's a good setup.
Yeah.
Show how smart he is.
Yeah.
In a single night, he learned another language.
Right? It seemed like the whole thing took place over 2 weeks.
At least casually, like it's like work English or work Spanish. You know what I mean? Like he knows work. He knows work. Whatever, fucking skinny fucking language they have.
Work
I don't know fucking name.
You couldn't name one if you tried.
I wouldn't even try.
Yugoslavian.
No, that's Southern Europe. So
Okay, well, I'm getting
Southeastern
close.
Europe. No, that's actually kind of more Central Eastern Europe. But the closest language to the Viking language
Swedish.
nowadays is actually Icelandic.
Norwegian.
All right.
Swedish is different. Norwegian is. I think they might speak Icelandic though.
Where?
Norway?
Greenland?
Greenland is.
No, they speak Norse, don't they?
Well, like I said, the closest thing to the Viking language in modern times is Icelandic.
These fucking songs. Where's the soundtrack? They played like 3 songs throughout this whole goddamn movie. I like that special effects foreman / best boy.
Any part in this movie where they're speaking the Viking language and they're actually speaking it, they're speaking Icelandic.
Orca George. Ed Green.
Keyword.
It's just a little bit different, but it's almost the same thing.
Alright.
Spoken.
I don't see very many.
Not written,
Yeah,
because
I'm
the
not
Vikings
seeing any.
didn't have a written language until they learned the idea from other people, and then they made their runic language, which...
There's very little.
It was made out of London and Los Angeles. So that explains it. Maybe we'll get some second unit
I
stuff.
think that's Scandinavians.
I don't know. I don't see any like Thor's son or
Yeah, exactly.
Odin's son or any of those
Sullivan?
weird names.
Cooler?
Lindenfeld? No, that might be German.
That sounds oddly German.
Yoshida? Oh no, no.
Joe Dubs!
Dubs. Magoo.
Chris Wood.
Yeah, alright. That was pretty Scandinavian, to be fair. Leroy Perry.
Board sounds kind of Scandinavian.
Chiropractor? So how often do you see chiropractors?
Oh, my back hurts. Massage my
I
back.
mean, they probably did some damage swinging around those swords if they didn't have to know how to swing around those swords.
I heard they use
Congratulations, not a single
aluminum swords. for
Norse,
movies.
Swedish, Scandinavian person in this entire thing.
Well, it's just United Kingdom right there. Buena Vista. Okay.
All right.
Representation matters.
Representation matters.